Seated in this auditorium are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. And on the platform are the college faculty and staff who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation, who have become good friends, mentors, and colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment, and that celebration now begins. Presiding over this commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore.
Good morning. We'll try that again. Good morning. Thank you, and welcome to the Spring 2018 commencement ceremonies for the graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. There's no doubt that spring took its time arriving this year, and I suspect that for many of you in the audience, today's celebration might have taken a little bit longer, or at least it seems so, than some of you actually thought would happen. However, the hard work is done. The moment has arrived, and I encourage you and your families and your friends to revel in all that this day has. Trust me when I tell you, years from now, you will not remember necessarily what the commencement speaker said. You may not remember too much about today, but I want you to remember this. It is a landmark day in your life. It is a day when you begin a new journey and you begin a new chapter in your book of life. Standing before you at commencement and watching the thousands of students who walk across this stage that I've done for many years is one of the most important days of my life. Meeting you as freshmen and then watching you complete your activities and graduate is one of the most fulfilling, rewarding experiences that any of the administration and the faculty and staff at Penn College can have. There is more delight in us today, or at least equal delight with what you're feeling. In your brief time with us, you have touched the lives of people on this stage, as well as many of the faculty and staff and colleagues who can't be here today. The entire Penn College community joins your family and friends in honoring your achievements and recognizing what this day signals for you as a prospect for the future. We mean it when we say Penn College is degrees that work. It's a passport to the future, a passport to secure employment, a rewarding and lifelong career, but in particular, the future is up to you, and that future begins now. This is typically when the commencement MC or the president of the college or university would say, out of respect for the event, please put away your cell phones and silence them. However, this is the Pennsylvania College of Technology. So today, take out your phones, silence the crazy rings, but let me be the first person to take a picture for the day.
And you can post your pictures at #PCTGrad. Dr. Gilmore probably has hers posted now. May I now introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Vice President for Student Affairs. Elliot.
President Gilmore, Dr. Bowen, Provost Starkey, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the May 2018 graduating class. Es un gran placer para mí presentarles a su invitada de graduación estudiantil Glendalise Guadarrama. I hope I came close to saying it is my great pleasure this morning to introduce your student commencement speaker, Glendalise Guadarrama. For many of us, it is difficult to imagine going somewhere where we are so different from virtually everyone around us. whether it be race, nationality, or gender. That's what Glenda Lease did in coming to Penn College. She entered a world where most of her peers were different from her in many ways. Glenda Lease's experience is not just a great Penn College story, it's a great American story. Glenda Lease is bilingual in English and Spanish, not just because she wanted to be, but because she had to be. She had to be able to communicate as effectively at school with her teachers and friends as she did at home with her family. While her journey at Penn College was not always an easy one, it was clearly a successful one. Besides excelling in our rigorous nursing program, Glenda Lease also chose to take on the leadership role of a resident assistant in on-campus housing, walking that delicate line between being a resource for her residents while still ensuring that everyone followed our policies, which I'm sure was easy because none of you ever broke the rules in the dorms. Glenda Lease also served as a nursing tutor and took on the extra experience of participating in a medical mission trip to Guatemala in the fall of 2017, an experience where I imagine many of her classmates got to feel what it was like to be the other. Through all of this, Glenda Lease has excelled academically. She was inducted into Sigma Theta Tau, the Nursing Honor Society, and was a Dean's List student, earning a 3.75 graduation GPA. Half of her semesters at Penn College ended with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Today, Glenda Lease graduates magna cum laude with her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please welcome your 2018 student commencement speaker, Ms. Glenda Lease Guadarrama.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for your kind introduction, and thank you to Ms. Jennifer Hammond for nominating me. Good morning, everyone, and on behalf of the class of 2018, I want to thank you for joining us on this very special day, a day where we begin to take on the real world. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to stand before all of you to share some of my story and some words of encouragement. Wow. I cannot believe that I am now a nursing graduate. Becoming a nurse was something that I've always wanted to do since I was a child. I was that kid that dressed up as a nurse and genuinely enjoyed taking care of others. I remember the first day I stepped into Penn College and thought to myself, can I really do this alone, away from all my family and friends? Making the decision to come to Penn College was a difficult one. I am one of 3 children, and I was the first child to live on campus, so I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I was so nervous, but as my father always said, sin miedo, be fearless. Because of his words and endless support, I gave myself high expectations since the beginning, and I am very proud that I did so. Today, I can say that the decision to come to live on Penn College was well worth it. Penn College has become a second home to me, with a community of people that I now consider my family. Today, I have accomplished my dream. I was always told by my family, it's going to be hard, but you can make it. I would not be here today if it was not for the unconditional love and support from my parents. My parents never had the opportunity to attain an education. My father lost his childhood through hard labor, having to care for his family since the age of 7. Although he yearned to have an education, he could simply not afford it. My mother became a stay-at-home mom at a very young age because she wanted to give us the best care possible. Unfortunately, that meant putting her dreams aside and not getting the chance to graduate high school. But you see, my parents' hardships to give me a better future motivated me to be someone in life. For my parents, there were no limits. There were no boundaries. They had to cross boundaries, surpass limits, in order to better their lives for their families. That's why I never put limits on what I can do, and always push myself to the next level. Choosing to become a nurse was an easy decision for me. It was my mother who inspired me to pursue my dream. It was from her that I learned the true qualities of a nurse. She taught me compassion, care, patience, and above all, love. Though she didn't go to school to become a nurse, she taught me the importance of caring for others, and she gave me the attention, the care, and the love that a nurse gives her patients. The dedication and support my mother gave to her children helped my siblings and I flourish. And for that, I say thank you, Mom, and happy early Mother's Day. Of course, I also have to thank my father. He is my biggest pride, the man that always encouraged me to do my best. Since I was a kid, he taught me the value of education. He told me to seize every learning opportunity that he did not have the chance to get, and to never give up, no matter what life obstacles were thrown his way. Because he never gave up, he self-taught himself how to read and write, and pushed himself to learn a new language. If you take nothing else from my speech today, please remember that materialistic things will come and go, but your education is something that no one can ever take away from you. You put in that work to get that education, and that education will take you great places. So as you can probably tell, my parents are very important to me. I thank them for giving me the self-confidence and always giving me their support. Though I had the self-confidence, I was scared to be a leader, which is why I stepped out of my comfort zone and applied to be a resident assistant my sophomore year of college. Thankfully, I got the job, and I was so surprised by what I learned throughout my journey with residence life. I met friends who are now like family and have learned many life lessons through training. In addition to being a resident assistant, I also had the opportunity to travel to Guatemala through my nursing program. I was able to serve underprivileged children, and it was an experience that will remain with me forever. After many long, hard, sleepless years, guys and gals, we did it. We learned that sleep is a privilege, not a right. But remember, the best things come from the bottom, even in a cereal box. As a kid, you couldn't wait to get to the bottom of that cereal box to get that prize. Everyone has a gift. You're given that gift when you're at the bottom. When you're that kid full of dreams, thinking about taking that first step up the stairs of success. It's up to you to push yourself to walk up those stairs and show the world your gift. In conclusion, as Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. So be happy for others moving forward. What you wish for others will come back at you. Let's spread positivity and build one another up, not break each other down. My parents may not have a diploma or a degree, but they helped build a businessman, a teacher, and now a nurse. And now it's our time. It's our time to show the world what we've got and show them that we can make it. We are all leaders, and every leader exists because of its people. Moms, dads, families, we made it. Padres, lo logramos. Los quiero. Congratulations, class of 2018.
The Volunteer of the Year Award is presented to a graduate of Penn College or its predecessor institution, the Williamsport Area Community College and the Williamsport Technical Institute, who has significantly given his time or talent by volunteering at college events and activities, who has demonstrated his importance or her importance to the Penn College education. In this ceremony, we will honor Bradley Willis, a 2016 graduate of the Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning program, who is employed by Johnson Controls. Throughout the past year, Brad, who resides in Harrisburg, has stood out with regard to both the quantity and the quality of his volunteer experiences with Penn College. Through his employment at Johnson Controls, Brad was able to secure nearly $1,000 to support the Women in Construction event at the college. As a student activities chairperson for the Central Pennsylvania chapter of ASHRAE, Brad continuously interacts with our ASHRAE students at the college. He coordinated the Johnson Controls product team in bringing a road show to the college to demonstrate for students the latest building automation system controls and hardware that build into the network. In addition, Brad worked with architecture technology faculty member Naeem Jabbour and the B Scholarship Program, serving as a guest speaker and talking about his job and how Penn College prepared him for his career. Through a virtual presentation, Brad connected with Carol Lugg, Dean of Construction and Design Technologies, and Paul Floor, a professor at Raritan Valley Community College, to discuss students transitioning from Raritan Valley to Penn College. During open house, Brad has volunteered both in the Bush Campus Center and as a greeter for the School of Construction and Design Technologies. He fielded questions from incoming and prospective students and their families. Finally, Brad has represented Johnson Controls at every Penn College career fair since his graduation more than a few years ago. Please join me in congratulating Bradley Willis, the recipient of the 2018 Volunteer of the Year Award at Penn College.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. I'd like to start off today by taking a moment and thanking President Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore, Kim Castle, and the rest of the Penn College faculty and staff that sits behind me for this incredible honor of being recognized as this year's Volunteer Award recipient. Before I graduated from Penn College in May of 2016, I was fortunate to receive a job offer from Johnson Controls. Because of the office is located in central Pennsylvania, I was able to fulfill my own endeavors of giving back to Penn College with my time, as well as financially with the support of Johnson Controls. I enjoy coming on campus and volunteering during open houses, job fairs, and much more. These events have enabled me to give back to the students, including yourselves and future graduates. And many people ask me why I travel 2 hours up to Penn College to volunteer my time. And to answer that question, it's important for me to say I'd like to see this college continue serving students for many more years to come. After being out in the industry for 2 years, I have seen the value of this education, and all of you will see it as well. Hashtag group degrees that work. For the future, I encourage all of you to come back to this place that you called home for the past few years and inspire fellow students by showing them that you are Penn College proud. I am confident that you will find the experiences just as rewarding as I have. In closing, again, I would like to thank the Penn College staff, faculty for this incredible honor, and I would like to also recognize my mentor from Johnson Controls, also a Penn College graduate, Chris Barlow, that's also here with me today. He's been a great asset to me in the field, in the industry as well. Finally, I would like to thank my parents and family that are here with me. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I truly wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. You've been my support through everything. Finally, this is about the graduates that sit in front of me today, so I'll leave everyone with one final thought from Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Throughout the proud history of Penn College and its predecessor institutions, teaching has always been the heart of our mission. Faculty who excel at their profession provide the foundation for our standing as a national leader in applied technology education. For their integral role in our success, full-time Penn College faculty are honored each May at spring commencement. Since 1982, 104 distinguished teaching awards have been bestowed. 31 of them were master teachers and 73 excellence in teaching awards. In a commencement ceremony yesterday afternoon, we honored a new master teacher and a new excellence in teaching award recipient. The Veronica M. Music Master Teacher Award was presented to Joanna Flynn, Associate Professor of Mathematics, and the Excellence in Teaching Award went to Ed Owens, Associate Professor and Department Head of Mathematics. It's now my privilege to present the final Excellence in Teaching Award of the year. Now, I will tell you that we try to keep this a surprise, so I'm going to be generic in my remarks until we get very close to the end to keep it a secret. So I'm going to quote with no gender language from the nominations. And I begin. This faculty member models excitement for learning, is smart, positive, upbeat, organized, and humorous. Not only establishes rapport with students, but helping them build and maintain self-esteem. Also has a knack for diffusing and resolving conflicts with students and faculty alike. Serves as a role model in the department, a faculty member who cares deeply about the scholarship of teaching. This faculty member is the model of self-discipline, always doing what is right and always doing it on time, is truly committed to the very best that can be done. Out-of-class assignments enable students to practice and drill down to the subject matter so they can make the information become part of themselves. Our honoree, who has been employed at Penn College since 1986 as a faculty member and a department head, holds an associate degree in carpentry and building construction from the Williamsport Area Community College, as well as a bachelor's degree and a master's degree from Penn State University. He has experience as a finish and commercial carpenter, a self-employed general contractor, and a consultant. In addition, he recently received the college's Excellence in Advising Award in 2014. It is my honor to present the 2018 Excellence in Teaching Award to Tom Mulfinger, Associate Professor of Building Construction Technology. Down there, right here. I know that's not a speech in your hand. That's your card for later.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I guess the appropriate thing to say is to whoever made this happen, thank you. I know everybody on this stage, faculty, each day. I know I do it every morning when I drive in. Hope that I somehow make a difference in the lives of the students. Maybe sometime, or today, I've kind of sensed how much they've made a difference in my life. I could shout out all day to all the people that have helped me in my life, my mom, my dad the brief time he was with me, my wonderful wife. But it's time to get off the stage, I guess, so thank you.
I'll keep this up here since you have to go back down there. Okay. And when you come back up on stage and sit down, just go leave with the rest of the
Congratulations, TJ. Very well deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that by our charter is given the final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I'd like to call upon Dr. Blaney Bowen, a member of our board of directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Dr. Bowen.
Good morning. This is obviously a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from very hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from the strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all of the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to all of the supporting family members, the faculty and friends, I extend a special thanks for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degrees earned as certified by the appropriate school dean.
Thank you.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these women and men have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you your Bachelor of Science degrees with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the administration, and the faculty. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degrees and certificates that you have earned, with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. And now would the baccalaureate graduates please rise?
Will all candidates remain standing?
Yes, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you entered the Community Arts Center some time ago as candidates, and I have now had the privilege of conferring upon you the degrees and certificates that you have earned. As a symbol of your entry into the world of educated women and men, I ask you to turn your tassel as I turn the tassel of your class representative. This will tell the world that you are, in fact, now a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. Great job today. Great job. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we've all passed through clear stages of development, points in time when we grow in new responsibilities and new roles. This ceremony is a transition event for everyone. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement is recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords that students wear during these ceremonies will recognize them. White for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors. Blue cords will signify academic achievement and certificate students. In addition, we are proud to recognize the graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa. Their gold stoles and gold tassels will signify their membership. We are equally proud to recognize the members of the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and the white stoles will identify these students. We would now like to recognize our veterans. They will be recognized and identified today by their red, white, and blue cords. I would ask our veteran students who are graduating and members of the military to please rise. Please remain standing. We have over 350 veterans attending Penn College. I'd like to tell you about these graduates today. We have 31 of them who have earned an Iraq Campaign Medal, 35 of them an Afghanistan Campaign Medal. We are very proud of our veteran students. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Associate Provost, will assist in presenting the graduates and the diplomas. Now, we know this is a time when you all want to capture that photograph, tweet, whatever version you're interested in today. And we simply ask that you keep the area in front of the official photographer clear so that they may do their job. And with that, our ceremony continues. Planning.
President Gilmore.
Hold on. Try again, Jeff.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Building Science and Sustainable Design and Architectural Technology from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Dylan Alexander Brown. Adam J. Christopher. Seamus Patrick Coyle. Andrew Lee Dar. Cody Allen Kaufman. Boris Lobo. Craig A. Lucas. Brett Thomas Mulroy. Jonathan William Abram Myers. Leonardo Tejeda. Trent Daniel Urbine. Angelina J. Ward. Felicia M. Weber. Samuel Kenneth Yoakum. Ryan James Gallagher. Zachary T. Mangan.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the Residential Construction Technology and Management Architectural Technology Concentration, Residential Construction and Technology and Management Building Construction Technology Concentration, Residential Construction Technology and Management Masonry Concentration, Residential Construction Technology and Management, Building Construction Technology, Building Construction Technology Masonry Emphasis, and Residential Builder from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
David M. Skorinko. Garrett M. Eichenberg. Nathaniel D. Flory. Hayden R. Guest. Malcolm P. Kane. Patrick James Kelly. Joshua K. Pearl. Henry Abraham Rainey. Andrew M. Raskowitz. Drew M. Streit. Austin Angus Taylor. Ryan Zachary Zwickel. Anthony J. DeBucci. Quinn S. Kleiss. I didn't see that coming. Casey Lee Grimm. Thomas Francis Kearney V. Troy H. Osborne. Jonathan Robert Rarick. Zachary Jason Rydall. Matthew John Walbillick. Aaron F. White. Hayden Nicholas Biter. Lane Jeffrey Ceccarelli. Shane A. Hines. Matthew M. Hober. Benjamin Richard Hoffman. Mason Monroe Miller. Philip John Mims. Logan Dane Moyer. Thomas S. Runner. Tyler M. Troop. Austin S. Weinrich. Nicholas James Huffnagel. Timothy James Miller.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Civil Engineering Technology, Surveying Technology from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Richard Antonyuk. Justin Bates. Jason R. Bolche. Seth T. Cook. Josiah Timothy Covert. Dylan M. Ellinger. Alexander M. Hughes. Cheyenne Louise Johnson. Jason Robert Komar. Stephen Elwood Leister. Taylor Robert Lewis. Jacob Sidney Martin. Matthew L. Mays. Philip Nicholson Montz. Blaze Tyler Morden. James Emmanuel Neva. Sydney Elizabeth Pegler. James C. Prebich Jr. Chloe Ariel Roberto. Connor E. Rout. How do you say that? Alex A. Schofstall. Andre N. Stouter. Ethan R. Williams. Colton J. Zimmerman. Graham P. Feaster. Bronson J. Clapper. Hunter Max Dorsey. Derek Michael Gross. Jared Christopher Shirk.
President Gilmore, I proudly present the graduates from Construction Management in the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
William T. Greek. Lane Stephen Gross. Peter B. Hopke. Ryan M. Huber. Ryan Matthew Kurtz. Brett Richard Lawrence. Edward William Mackin III. Peyton F. McGurk. Tyler C. Oravec. Grant Thomas Prosser. Brian William Rocco. Paul Mark Sikora, Jr. Christopher Tobias Stout. Andrew F. Volpe.
President Gilmore, I proudly present the graduates of Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Design Technology, Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Technology, and Plumbing, all from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Majid Ali Alamri. Thomas Edward DeRoss, Jr. Justin A. Kralik. Cody L. McCracken. Juan Murillo Tenorio. Brian Patrick Pedlow. Brady Scott Scholes. Matthew B. Spokane. Tyler E. Temple. Eric Allen Wortluft. Patrick Barry Watkins. Donald R. Klein III. Evan D. Gutman. Nathan J. Lavalley. Nicholas D. Schneider. Nathan M. Swain. Stephen M. Baker. Braden D. Carley. Christopher J. Carvel. Connor M. Freeman. Mark A. Fulmer. Brandon James McClinko. Mason Douglas Peters. Michael James Pollacare. Patrick L. Walls.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of dental hygiene within the School of Health Sciences.
Crystal Sunita Harrison. Jessica Lee Schrock. Kaylee T. Bradshaw. Kelly Lynn Kurtz. Pamela K. Witham. Allison D. Bailey. Courtney Elizabeth Bashwinger. Carrie Ann Connolly. Samantha Jo Deal. Chelsea Elizabeth Douglas. Janelle Nicole Duper. Kelsey Leanne Emery. Rachel Ann Faby. Amanda Ray Fluck. Megan N. Gallagher. Gretchen Helfrich. Jane M. Herman. Cheyenne Marie Kyo. Michaela Amber Krupa. Heather Marie Leegee. Megan M. Leitner. Danielle M. Logan. Leslie Medina. Go ahead. Emily Mistician. How do you say that? Sesame Morning. Marie Catherine Sesame Morney. Carly Elizabeth Moyer. Bridget Nicole O'Leary. Thank you. Emily Peyton Polanski. Asia L. Peters. Jillian Michelle Ritter. Lauren Elizabeth Russell. Ashley Nicole Setters. Mary Caitlin Dorothea Slipe. Mallory Louise Spanenberg. Madison Nicole Steeler. Anna Tui Trung. Kayla Rose Wallen. Rachel Elaine Wynand. Nicole Marie Wolfslegel. Chelsea Marie Zembauer. Jessica Marie Zimmerman.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Exercise Science from the School of Health Sciences.
Daniel Fertig. Paris A. Harden. Amy L. McGee. Daniel S. McCloskey. Connor J. Nettles. Nia Margaret Romanowitz. Jordan T. Williams.
Dr. Gilmore, I'm very proud to present the graduates of Health Information Management, Health Information Technology from the School of Health Sciences.
Timothy Peter Rita. Nicole E. Atkins. Emily Christian Ackerman. Gabrielle Jolene Battle. Amanda J. Berger. Alana Catherine Brandt.
Congratulations, Chelsea.
Jessica L. Kelly. Oh, wait, so they can hear it. Chelsea Lynn Manning. Haley N. Schaefer.
Yes.
Brittany Sosar.
Spake? Yeah.
Caitlin A. Spake.
Waits? Yeah.
Rachel Lynn Waits. Michael S. Wirt. Danielle Lynn Worthington.
Use yourself to that way. You and your card. Right behind. You get real
President Gilmore, I present the graduates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Health Studies from the School of Health Sciences.
Emma Jane Sutherland. Erica May Swift. Kelsey J. Van Buskirk. Kirsten L. Betts. Kelly Jones Lapatina.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of nursing from the School of Health Sciences.
Courtney Rainey.
Step forward. Wadsworth.
Amanda J. Wadsworth. Jessica H. Barczyk. Lauren D. Bidding. Chelsea M. Carnreich. Chloe F. DeVillers. Ashley Nicole Dick. Cheyenne Marie Felix. Haley C. Francis. Lauren Elizabeth Hawes. Lauren Taylor Howe. Shelby Dawn Leiter. Abigail J. Miller. Ashley Marie Modispaw. Ashley N. Nakash. Timothy M. Osborne. Sarah S. Schick.
Yes.
Elizabeth Ann Stabley. Kayla Jo Woods. Angela Priscilla Allman. Timothy N. Bartlett. Chandra Jean Best. Sierra N. Bond. Erin Victoria Bowers. Janelle Mary Kay Caruso. Megan Colleen Doherty. Sean Davies. Todd W. Eckerd. Jocelyn Marie Ertl. Stacy S. Fisher. John Edward Fox. Brooke Allison Gavlock. Casey L. Gibson. Amy L. Heckman. Kevin W. Hill. Casey L. Hunter. Amanda Paige Jones. Brendan M. Kempton. Tori Ann Kingsley. Jessica J. Liuza. Heather Marie Raybold. Kara M. Rischel. Christina A. Russo. Kelsey K. Szymanski. Brittany L. Van Valkenburg. Chrissy Dion Virouette. Weena J. Walton. Mallory Colleen Williamson. Courtney Lauren Wynn. And Glendalise Guadarrama.
Your connection to the college doesn't end today. You are now members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and that is the main link between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to keep in touch with the Alumni Association's office. That's how we hear about your success and how we can keep you up to date, because there's a monthly alumni newsletter. And of course, there's Facebook. I look forward to welcoming you back to campus so that we can hear how well you're doing and you can contribute and can share with the institution and your fellow colleagues in your major what's happening in your world of work. Before we close, I have the incredible responsibility to be the last person to speak with you on behalf of the college community. And I know you're all ready for lunch. I am. And you're ready to go on to some celebration. But for, I promise, only 2 minutes, I would like to ask you to imagine that there's nobody else in the room but me and you, the graduates. I read an article a couple of years ago, actually, about what college presidents think about during commencement. The number one thing that they said they think about were the shoes that people wore across the stage. That wasn't so much the first half of the group today, but the second half. It's not as if we're coveting the shoes. We're more interested in making sure you make it across the stage. The second thing on the list of college presidents in terms of what they think about were preparations for the handshakes. Today, that was the first half of the stage, not the second half. I learned very early on in my first commencement as president not to wear a ring on my right hand. I went home with red marks. But here's the deal. I didn't fill out that survey. I wasn't a college president then. And if I were to fill it out today, those wouldn't be the two things on the top of my mind. The two things on the top of my mind would be, first, a regret that we don't know all of your stories, that we don't know what we learned from Glenn Blease today about how you got here. Somebody knows. Plenty of the faculty behind me know. Your friends know. Your family knows. But I don't know. We don't know. And that's a regret, because I'm sure it's as inspiring and as motivating as the one we heard today. The other thing I regret is that I'm not sure I can find the words to have you understand how much you mean to us. It hasn't been easy on both sides of the ledger. If you remember, when I talked to you at New Student Convocation, I asked you to meet us halfway. I told you if you met us halfway, we would get you to this day. So we did it, together, everybody behind me, and all of you and all of the people that I just asked you to forget were in the room. So here's the deal. You mean more to us than you will ever know. Whether it was a chance encounter, a long, hour-long session with your advisor, a conversation about that one point that you thought you should have on the test, or a long discussion about have I picked the right career. You touched our lives in ways you will never understand. And for me, that's what I think about when you walk across the stage. So the final thing I want to say to you is this: we are very proud. We are very proud of your accomplishments, and now go out into the world and make us Penn College proud. Have a great day.
I invite those who are able to stand, gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone to join in the singing of the Penn College alma mater. The words may be found on page 2 of your program. You know it, right? Kick us off.
Yeah. I prefer the Neil Young version.
Nestled in our mountains fair, on the Susquehanna, stands our beacon shining through, alma mater, gray and blue. As the years continue on,